What is the SORITES paradox? The SORITES paradox is a mind-bending problem in philosophy that deals with vague ideas. Have you ever considered when exactly something stops being tall or short? What about the specific moment something goes from hot to cold or light to dark? The SORITES paradox looks at these blurry concepts and asks when the change really happens. The word SORITES comes from the Greek term for heap, and this ancient puzzle plays with our understanding of what counts as a heap of sand. It asks, if you have a heap of sand and you take away one grain at a time, when does it stop being a heap? This tricky question shows us that it's hard to pinpoint the moment when something stops being what we think it is. The paradox begins with a heap of sand. We agree that if we take away one grain, it's still a heap, but we get stuck trying to figure out at which grain it's no longer a heap. The puzzle suggests there's no clear cutoff point, leading us to some wild ideas. For instance, if removing one grain doesn't change it from heap to non-heap, then we could even call a single grain a heap, which doesn't make sense. But if there's one specific grain that changes everything, we should be able to tell which one it is, but we can't, and that seems just as illogical. In simple phrase, SORITES paradox happens when you have a group of something, like a pile of leaves or a collection of people, and you remove pieces one by one until you're left wondering when exactly the group stopped being what it was initially known as. The paradox part is that you can't find an exact point where the change happens, even though it clearly does at some point.